If you've been feeling depleted, like you're pouring out more than you're taking in your body, your money, or your energy, I'm telling you, this is not a discipline problem. It's a resource one. And this Taurus moon is asking one question. Is what you've built actually providing you with ample resources? Or is it quietly draining you in the background? This lunar month is also giving you a chance to change that answer over the next lunar cycle. So let's find out how to do that. New moon blessings, wise one, and welcome back to the 8th House Wisdom channel. I'm Melissa of 8th House Wisdom, the stellar planning architect and sacred systems priestess. I help visionary women transform the way they live, work, and regulate by aligning their nervous systems, careers, and businesses with the rhythm of the stars. And that's because women have different needs than men. We don't just need to manage stress. We need to architect sacred systems, ones that are rooted in stellar and lunar cycles, feminine energy, and help you to apply the Lunar Wisdom Formula and align to your own stellar birthright or birth chart. Because timing is everything. And life and business do come with an instruction manual. It's written in the stars. This video is the May 2026 New Moon Lunar Wisdom Formula for the new moon in Taurus, also known as the Values Moon. This marks the start of a new lunar month and the active yang energy period that supports intention setting, planting seeds, and taking action towards goals over the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned for the rest of the video to learn more about how to work with this Taurus supermoon, resource your body and your business, one seed and one sustainable change that your nervous system can actually hold at a time. And make sure to click the link below to join my free mini course for exploring feminine flow, the power of lunar cycles for women's success, for a proven formula to align your planning and action with the flow phase energy of the lunar cycle, which favors intention setting and action taking towards your goals for success, so that you can lead from clarity and not survival and experience more ease and flow, living in your soft girl era. So, wise ones, the Taurus New Moon happens on May 16th, 2026 at 4:01 p.m. Eastern at 25 degrees Taurus. And this one is a supermoon, which means the position of the moon is sitting closer to the earth than normal, which means the energy is significantly amplified. After the fire of Aries season, Taurus offers what your nervous system has quietly been asking for: slowness, solidity, and nourishment. This is not a lunation about doing more. It's about being more resourced in ways that support sustaining what you've already begun. But let's remember this truth about new moons. Women don't fail the systems that they have in place. Systems fail women when they are built on constant output, unrealistic assumptions about capacity, and a drive to get her done at any cost. The question for all of us is not, how do I push harder to my outcome? The question is, what would it take to build something that my body can actually sustain? When it comes to how this shows up in the body, Taurus is a sign that rules the neck, the throat, the thyroid, and the upper senses. Under this supermoon, you may feel a deep craving for rest and comfort, heightened awareness of what depletes you, tension in the neck, jaw, or throat, a pull towards nature, touch, good food, slowness, and a quiet but insistent question underneath it all: is this actually supporting me? The somatic practice for this new moon is resourcing through the senses and releasing through the neck and throat. Try slow neck rolls. Eat one meal with full sensory attention: taste, texture, temperature. Hum gently to soothe the vagus nerve through the throat. Rest a weighted object on your chest or lap to signal safety. Move slowly and deliberately. Lay in the grass for full body contact with the earth. When the body registers safety and being held, it can finally slow down enough to receive. So let's talk about the Lunar Wisdom Formula for the next 2 weeks. Week 1, identify the one place your body, money, or capacity is most depleted, and then choose one nourishing change to begin. Not an overhaul, but one change. And take the first slow step. Then, week 2, tend to it. What's starting to feel more sustainable? Where are you still overextending? Does use of your resources match your actual values? Remember that Taurus energy thrives when growth is rooted in real self-worth. And for your new moon ritual, gather something nourishing for each sense: a warm drink, a soft texture, a calming scent, a gentle sound, something beautiful to gaze at. Take 10 slow breaths with one hand on your throat and one on your belly. Then name it. The one change I'm seeding to resource myself is blank. And the first slow step is blank. One thing I'm ready to simplify because it depletes me is blank. Then enjoy one of those sensory comforts slowly, sensually, and let the ritual itself be an experience of feeling held and resourced. Now, let's talk about the integration of this information, because applied astrology is nothing without the structure for integration. And we're going to do that through the elemental body support horoscopes. For those of you who haven't been here before, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how this works. There are 12 houses or areas of life that divide the 360 degrees of the zodiac belt. Each house is ruled by one zodiac sign in order from Aries to Pisces that corresponds with a particular area of life associated either with that sign or elements. When it comes to the body's daily experience, health, and wellness patterns, we are looking at the 6th house of work, service, health, and routines. Looking at your 6th house and the sign on that cusp is where you will get the best reading for the next 2 weeks, if you are picking the element that corresponds to it. We would call that your house ruler. So you need to know your rising sign for an accurate read. And you can do that by getting a copy of your free birth chart on my website. And if you don't know yours, start with your zodiac or sun sign and count 6 signs in order to get to the next closest option. Then, make sure you've picked your element and do the simplest version offered. That's what counts and will make the biggest impact. First up, we are looking at fire-ruled 6th houses. That's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you have a fire rising sign, after a season of bold initiation, this new moon asks you to slow down and resource what you've started. Your medicine is replenishment before the next push. You cannot sustain your fire without fuel. Choose one nourishing practice that fills you and treat it as a non-negotiable, not optional. Earth-ruled 6th house. That's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn on the 6th. Endurance without nourishment is slow depletion. This is your lunation in your element, and it provides you with a reset. Your medicine is about honest resourcing. You are skilled at endurance, but endurance without nourishment just looks like slow depletion. Look clearly at where your resources are located and where your values have drifted apart, and gently bring them back into alignment. Air-ruled 6th house. That's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Come down into the senses. Air rising signs experience Taurus energy as slow against your quick mental pace. So your medicine is embodiment. Come down out of the mental noise and into the senses. Taste, touch, sound, slowness. Your clearest thinking in this cycle will come from a body that feels safe and resourced, not a mind running a million miles an hour. And finally, water-ruled 6th house. That's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Build something solid to rest against. If you have a water rising sign, then this new moon supports you building tangible security around your soft feeling or emotional system. Your medicine is grounded support. Identify one concrete physical resource, a routine, a boundary, a financial step, a form of help that gives your sensitive nervous system something solid to rest against. In business, this Taurus new moon asks one question. This is also for anyone who has a career as well. Is your work resourcing you or quietly depleting you? Venus, who rules this lunation, wants you to look honestly at whether your time, money, and energy align with your real values. So identify one place in your career or business that drains more than it gives back, and then seed one sustainable change in that area. And remember, the goal is not less structure. The goal is the right structure, one that regulates instead of depleting. New moons are the beginning of a lunar cycle, time for planting a seed and setting an intention. Wearing carnelian, rhodonite, or selenite, or placing it on your person can help do just that through generating creativity, finding compassion, and clearing blockages that repel resources during this rounded lunar month, which begins at the end of the Taurus zodiac season. These crystals, which literally and figuratively represent the element of earth, can help direct the energy flowing through us over the next 2 weeks of the active flow phase, while the light of the new moon grows from dark to full illumination. So if you'd like to grab some supportive and protective crystals, make sure to use the link in the description and my coupon code 8th House Wisdom for an 11% checkout discount. And in the comments, I'd love it if you tell me, what's one change you are seeding to resource yourself this Taurus moon? A nourishing practice, a simplification, a boundary around your energy. Whatever it is, keep it specific and keep it real. Naming it makes it more real. And our community of wise ones is here to witness it with you. And if you're ready to take the literal bull by the horns for this Taurus New Moon lunation, then join my free mini moon course linked below to align your planning with lunar timing and protect your nervous system at the same time. And if you're ready to work with all the lunar months and moon phases throughout the entirety of 2026, then grab your copy of the 2026 moon cycle guide, planner, and digital calendar. It's your ritual-based roadmap for life and business with key dates, lunar prompts to support your balance and flow, and is now available to use with your favorite calendar application. Because timing is everything. And life and business do come with an instruction manual. It's written in the stars. I want to thank you for joining me today and sending you light, love, and blessings. See you in the next video.